Before you skip this video, listen carefully. If you've been praying, waiting, crying out to God, and all you've heard is silence, this message may be exactly why God brought you here today. My child, you think my silence means I have forgotten you. You think the closed doors mean I have rejected you. You think the waiting means I have said no. But what if everything you've believed about this silent season is wrong? What if my silence is not your punishment? What if it is my preparation? Some of the greatest men and women in the Bible walked through seasons where they couldn't hear my voice. Joseph waited. David waited. Moses waited. Even Jesus experienced moments that looked silent before the greatest victory came. Don't mistake my silence for my absence. I have been working.
My child, silence does not mean I have stopped working. There are things I can only accomplish in your life when the world becomes quiet. You ask me, Lord, why aren't you answering me? But I ask you, will you still trust me even when you cannot hear my voice? Faith is not proven when every prayer is answered immediately. Faith is proven when you continue believing while heaven seems silent. Think about Joseph. After receiving the dream I gave him, he wasn't taken straight to the palace. He was betrayed, sold, forgotten, and placed in prison. To everyone else, it looked like I was silent. But I was preparing him for a position that would save an entire nation. My child, just because you cannot see my hand doesn't mean I have stopped moving. I am arranging people, opening unseen doors, and preparing blessings that are bigger than you can imagine. Trust the process, because my silence is never without purpose.
My child, one of the greatest mistakes people make is believing that silence means I have abandoned them. But I have never abandoned those who place their trust in me. Sometimes I become quiet, not because I am far away, but because I want you to grow closer to me. If I answered every prayer the moment you asked, you might begin to trust my gifts more than my presence. But I desire something deeper. I want a relationship with you. Not one built only on miracles, but one built on faith. Remember David. Before he became king, he spent years running through the wilderness. There were nights when it seemed as though no answer would come. Yet every lonely season was shaping his heart, strengthening his character, and preparing him for the throne. My child, the waiting season is never a wasted season. While you think nothing is happening, I am building patience, wisdom, courage, and a faith that cannot be shaken. One day you will look back and thank me for the prayers I didn't answer immediately. My child, I know the waiting has been painful. I have seen every tear you cried when no one else was around. I have heard every prayer you whispered through disappointment. And I have counted every night you wondered if I was still listening. But let me remind you of this truth. I have never been late. Not once. What feels like a delay to you is often my protection. There are doors I have kept closed because they would have led you away from my purpose. There are people I removed from your life because they would have damaged your future. There are opportunities I didn't allow because they were far smaller than the blessing I have prepared. My child, if I gave you everything the moment you asked, you would miss the greater plan I am creating behind the scenes. Trust me when you cannot trace me, because even in silence, I am protecting you, preparing you, and positioning you for something far greater than you can imagine. My child, while you are waiting, the enemy wants you to believe a dangerous lie. He whispers, God has forgotten you. Your prayers don't matter. Nothing will ever change. But do not believe those lies. The enemy attacks the hardest right before the breakthrough I have prepared. He cannot stop my plan for your life, so he tries to stop your faith instead. My child, don't let temporary silence make you question my eternal promises. Every promise I have spoken over your life will come to pass in my perfect time. You may not understand today's waiting, but tomorrow you will understand why I asked you to trust me. Hold on. Keep praying. Keep believing. Keep walking in obedience.
My child, there is a reason I don't always show you the whole plan. If you could see every step of the journey, you might rely on your understanding instead of relying on me. Faith grows in the places where certainty ends. Think about the disciples during the storm. They looked around and saw only waves, wind, and danger. What they didn't realize was that I was already in the boat with them. In the same way, you may look at your life and see confusion, delay, and unanswered questions. But I am still with you. My presence has not left your life just because your circumstances became difficult. Stop searching for signs that I have abandoned you. Start remembering the times I carried you before. I was faithful then, and I am faithful now. The silent season is teaching you to recognize my presence, even when you cannot hear my voice clearly. And that kind of faith will sustain you through every season of your life.
My child, I know you have asked me the same question many times. Lord, when? When will this pain end? When will the door finally open? When will I see the answer to my prayers? Listen carefully. Your waiting has an expiration date. I have not forgotten the promise I made to you. I am simply making sure that everything is ready. Because when I release your blessing, no person will be able to stop it. No enemy will be able to steal it. No obstacle will be able to destroy it. My timing is not slow. It is perfect. Just as a seed grows underground before anyone can see it, I am growing something in your life that is still hidden. Others may think nothing is happening, but heaven knows the breakthrough is already taking shape. Do not give up one day before your miracle arrives. The silence you are experiencing today will soon become a testimony that brings glory to my name.
My child, there is something I need you to stop doing today. Stop measuring my faithfulness by your feelings. Some days you will feel strong. Other days you will feel weak. Some days you will feel close to me. Other days you may feel completely alone. But my presence does not depend on your emotions. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. Even when your heart is heavy, I am still working. Even when your eyes cannot see the answer, I am still making a way. Remember, the sun never stops shining, even when clouds cover the sky. In the same way, my love never stops surrounding you, even when you cannot feel it. My child, don't let temporary emotions make permanent decisions. My child, one day you will look back on this silent season, and instead of asking, "Why did God make me wait?" you will say, "Thank you, Lord, for not answering my prayer too soon. Because if I had given you what you wanted before you were ready, it might have become a burden instead of a blessing. I know the future that you cannot see. I know every person you will meet,
every opportunity that will come, every battle you will face, and I am preparing you for all of it. My child, don't allow temporary silence to steal your eternal hope. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your heart anchored in my promises. Keep moving forward, one faithful step at a time. The season you call silence, I call preparation. And when the time is right, I will open doors that no one can close. I will answer prayers in ways you never imagined. What I am preparing for you is worth every moment of waiting. My child, before this message ends, I want you to hear these words with your heart. I have not forgotten you. I know your name. I know your tears. I know the prayers you have prayed over and over again. Every tear has been seen. Every prayer has been heard. Every moment of waiting has been recorded in heaven. Do not let silence convince you that I am absent. I am closer than you realize. Even now, I am arranging what you cannot see. I am opening doors you cannot open. I am protecting you from dangers you don't even know exist. Hold on a little longer. Stay faithful a little longer. Trust me a little longer. Because when my